Hey guys, and welcome to the next video in our line series. I'm Mr. M, and today we're going to be talking about value lines. Now, value lines are lines that imitate the element of value, which is actually something we'll talk about later in this course, but all you need to know for now is that it's the gradation between light and dark. Now, there's a few value lines that are really particular that we need to talk about, and those are called hatching and cross-hatching lines. Now, this is probably the most common way that people use lines to create value, and a good way for you to remember them is the term hatching. I like to think of a hatchet chopping in diagonal lines. Hatching lines are diagonal lines repeating over and over again to create value. Kind of like the chopping of a hatchet, which is how I remember. Cross-hatching, however, is exactly how it sounds. They are lines that go both directions, diagonal one way and the other. They overlap each other in order to create an even darker value. So by using hatching and cross-hatching lines, we can get several steps of value from light to dark and imitate the element of value. Now, there's two main rules you need to understand about value lines. The first is that the closer the lines, the darker the value. The further apart the lines, the lighter the value. Okay, that's rule number one. Rule number two is that the more lines you have, the darker the value is going to be. And the less lines you have, the lighter the value is going to be. More lines, darker. Less lines, lighter. Closer together, darker. Further apart, lighter. So once you master these rules and using different value lines, particularly hatching and cross-hatching, we can start to experiment and try all sorts of different stuff. And that's how we get artwork like this, or like this, or like this. Because of these two rules, we can use any type of line we want, not just hatching and cross-hatching. We can use dashed lines, dotted lines, curved lines, sharp, jagged lines, any type of line we want. As long as we follow those two rules, we can create any type of value range we want. That's how you end up with really, really cool and unique artwork with really dark areas and really light areas. And it's how we create the illusion of space too. But that's something we'll talk about later. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to also like and subscribe.